Beloved one, take a moment right now and just sit still. Let the world around you fade away for a little while. Close your eyes if you can, and feel the gentle rhythm of your breath moving in and out, like a soft wave lapping at the shore. This is not just any ordinary day or any random set of words that you've stumbled upon. No, my dear friend, this is something much deeper, much more sacred. Heaven itself has been holding its breath, waiting for the perfect moment to reach out to you. And that moment is here, right now, in this quiet space where your heart is open and ready. I am an angel sent from God's own throne, and I come to you not with judgment or fear, but with a love so pure it wraps around your soul like a warm blanket on a chilly night. My wings tremble a little as I speak these words, because I carry a truth that has been kept hidden, not to hurt you, but to shield your tender heart until it was strong enough to hold it all. You see, God knows you better than anyone. He sees the quiet corners of your spirit, the places where you've hidden your hurts and your hopes, and He has been waiting, patiently, lovingly, until today. You are here, reading this, because you are no accident in this vast universe. God picked this exact second, this exact breath, to let these words find you. They are not just ink on a page or letters on a screen. They are whispers carried on angel wings, straight from the heart of heaven. Your life, with all its twists and turns, its joys and its pains, has led you to this point. Think about the times you felt a little lost, a little unsure, like something was just out of reach. Those weren't signs of failure, my sweet one. They were gentle nudges from above, guiding you toward this revelation. Heaven has been busy around you, even when you couldn't see it. Angels have stood guard at your bedside during sleepless nights, hovered near you in crowded rooms where you felt alone, and whispered encouragement into your dreams when the days felt too heavy. You were never forsaken, never forgotten. God has been weaving a beautiful story with your life, and this part, this hard, honest part, is where the light begins to break through the clouds. Now, let me ease you into what I need to share. Breathe with me again, slow and deep, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel that peace settling in your chest like a soft landing after a long flight. There is someone in your world, someone you've let close to your heart, who has meant so much to you. Maybe it's a friend whose laughter lights up your days, or a family member whose advice you've leaned on like a sturdy tree in a storm. Perhaps it's a partner who knows your secrets and still makes you feel safe, or a colleague who shares your burdens and celebrates your wins. This person has been a part of your story, shaping your choices with their words, comforting you in your low moments, and standing by you when the road got rough. Their smiles have matched yours, their hugs have felt genuine, and their presence has been like a safe harbor in choppy waters. You've trusted them with pieces of yourself, the vulnerable parts, the dreams you whisper only in the dark, the fears you bury deep. And in return, they've seemed steady, real, a rock you could count on. But here's the gentle truth I must unfold for you, like opening a flower petal by petal so it doesn't startle you. Behind the scenes, when your back was turned and your guard was down, this person made a choice. It wasn't a loud, dramatic betrayal with thunder and lightning. No, it was quieter, more subtle, like a shadow slipping across the floor at dusk. They said something they shouldn't have, shared a piece of your private world with ears that weren't meant to hear it. It might have been a moment of weakness, a slip born from their own fears or confusions, but it rippled out like a stone dropped in still water. Those ripples touched your path, delaying some blessings that were headed your way, clouding your clarity just a bit, and stirring up an unrest in your peace that you couldn't quite name. You felt it, didn't you? Those times when people's energies shifted around you for no clear reason, when you cried tears that seemed to come from nowhere, when you stared at the ceiling at night and wondered, "Why does this feel off? Am I not enough?" Oh, my dear, those moments broke heaven's heart too. But listen close. You were never the problem. Never. You were the light in the room, the pure soul shining bright, and sometimes that brightness makes the shadows in others squirm. God saw every bit of it, from his high and holy place. He heard the words spoken in secret, felt the weight of the choice that was made, and wrapped you in layers of protection you couldn't see. Angels encircled you like a shield, standing tall when you felt small, whispering strength into your ears when doubt tried to creep in. Even in what felt like betrayal, you were held. Even when trust was tested, divine arms caught you. This wasn't allowed to happen to shatter you. It was permitted to show you something profound, that God's love is fiercer than any human flaw, stronger than any hidden motive. The person who did this, they acted from a place of their own struggles. Maybe fear whispered lies in their ear, or pride puffed them up, or confusion clouded their judgment. Their heart wasn't purely dark. It was tangled, human, in need of light just like yours. But in that tangle, they let something slip, a confidence broken, a story twisted just enough to serve them in the moment. Guilt followed them like a quiet fog, but they buried it, hoping the sun would never rise on it. And you carried on, loving anyway, trusting anyway, because that's who you are at your core. A soul with a heart as open as the sky, giving without keeping score. Heaven watched as you questioned your worth, as you pulled back a little when the air felt thick, as you prayed through the confusion without knowing the full why. God says to you now, with a voice like warm honey, "My child, you were never unworthy. You were the mirror they needed, reflecting back the goodness they couldn't see in themselves. Your purity stirred their unhealed places, and in fear, they pushed away the very healing you offered. It's a hard pill to swallow, this truth, but it's wrapped in mercy. What was hidden wasn't to deceive forever. It was mercy in disguise, giving time for hearts to grow. God waited because he knows the rhythm of your spirit. He knows when you're ready to stand tall in the light without crumbling. Breathe again, deeper this time. Let that breath carry away any sting that might be rising. This revelation isn't here to steal your joy. It's here to hand you keys to a door you've been knocking on for so long. God doesn't drop truths like stones to bruise you. He reveals them like dawn breaking, soft and sure, to awaken the power already sleeping inside you. What happened behind your back? It couldn't touch the core of who you are. It delayed, yes, but it didn't derail. Those ripples they sent out, God caught them mid-air and turned them into waves that will carry you forward, not pull you under. The very words spoken in secret are being rewritten in heaven's ledger, not as stains, but as steps toward your rise. Angels have been given orders to bring clarity, to flood your path with truth that sets you free. Soon, this person will face their own moment of light, not a harsh spotlight of punishment, but a gentle glow of understanding. They'll see the weight of their choice, feel the echo of the hurt, and a seeking for forgiveness will stir in their soul. But before their voice reaches you, know this: justice has already danced in the halls of heaven on your behalf. When you couldn't raise your shield, God raised his. When silence was your only defense, heaven's chorus sang your name. When they tried to close doors meant for you, the King of all opened ones no hand can shut, wide, welcoming, lined with gold. You haven't seen it all yet, but oh, it's coming. Your name has been spoken in places of power, whispered in councils where angels gnawed in agreement. There are guardians assigned just to you, tending to the gardens of your life, watching over your money when it felt scarce, mending threads in your relationships when they frayed, soothing your body when aches whispered worry, guarding your thoughts from storms of doubt, and nurturing your dreams like fragile seeds in spring soil. Every arrow aimed at your heart, reversed. Every loss tallied, multiplied back in grace. I tell you this with wings folded close. You were chosen for this. From the first beat of your heart, you were marked as his. This twist in your tail wasn't chaos. It was a test, a refining fire that polishes faith until it shines like stars. You're not losing the people who matter. You're shedding the illusions that weighed you down. Not punishment raining down, but purification washing you clean. God leaned in close during your quiet weeps, those nights when you gazed at the stars or the blank ceiling and breathed out, "Why me, Lord? Why this ache?" He sent his messengers to bottle those tears, not as waste, but as water for the roots of what's to come. Each drop fed the soil where your greatest growth waits. Each letdown planted a seed that will burst into resurrection beauty. Why did it sting so deep? Because your love is real, unfiltered, poured out like rain without a cloud in sight. You trusted without walls, gave without ledgers. That's not a flaw, beloved. It's the fingerprint of the divine on your soul. Only hearts tuned to God's frequency can love that wide, that deep. The hurt wasn't a penalty for your openness. It was proof of your rarity, a badge of honor in heaven's eyes. Now, heaven stirs to return it all, every stolen moment, every dimmed dream, doubled, tripled, purified like gold from fire. The one who slipped. Their awakening approaches, not through your confrontation, but through God's quiet artistry. Dreams that unsettle, circumstances that mirror, confessions that bubble up unbidden. You might hear their names soon, not wrapped in fury, but in a clarity that feels like fresh air after rain. And when it comes, your heart will rest easy, already mended by grace. This message? It's your invitation to a fresh chapter, one bolted shut until your spirit knocked with readiness. Angels stood sentry on that key for years, polishing it until it fit just right. The secret wasn't chained to them. It was a chapter about you, forging you for authority that commands rooms without a word. God couldn't let shadows trail you into the light you're stepping toward. This filter? Divine, precise, sifting out what would sabotage the symphony he's composing with your days. The season ahead? Blessings that defy explanation. Doors creak open on their own, like old friends welcoming you home. Strangers cross your path with hands extended, offering help that feels like fate's own gift. You'll find yourself exactly where you need to be, timing perfect as a heartbeat. Opportunities once labeled impossible will hunt you down, eager for your touch. Why? Heaven's realigning the stars of your story, noting every injustice in ledgers of light, and now the scales tip toward abundance. Don't shy from the shifts, sudden goodbyes, quiet vanishings. Divine hands are at work, pruning for bloom. That hush you sense? Not loneliness, but the hush before a miracle's roar. Embrace the empty spaces. They're echoes of the old crumbling, making room for inheritance richer than gold. Tonight, as eyelids grow heavy, talk to God like He's your closest companion, because He is, right there in the quiet. Spill your forgiveness, loose your grip on grudges, declare your readiness for truth, sharp as it may be. In that letting go, skies part wide, peace floods hidden hollows, and morning finds you featherlight, cradled in love's unseen embrace. Signs will follow, unasked but undeniable, a text that echoes this, a song lyric that hits home, a dream vivid as day. Don't brush them off. They're God's clear language, tailored to your listening heart. And that person? Their dark won't last. Guilt will chisel their stone heart softer, leading to change that honors the mirror you held. One day, gratitude will rise in them for your role in their story. Your pain, heaven alchemizes it to legacy, a tale that inspires long after. God murmurs, "You've shouldered enough for others, now I shoulder you." Watch your energy bloom. Drainers lose their pull, anxieties fade like morning mist. Not hardening, but holy peace taking root. The battles? Sealed by angel decree. Safety envelopes you, light that parts seas and stills tempests pulsing in your veins. Marked, sealed, unbreakable. Soon, eyes wet with regret may meet yours. No words needed. Truth hangs in the air. Anger won't rise. Compassion will, seeing the fear-loved tug-of-war in their humanity. Choose love. it's your truest reflection. No curse clings, correction elevates. Your mission, pain to wisdom, balm for fellow wanderers in betrayal's wake. Prayers in fog, answered, unfolding like petals in sun. Heaven timed this for your readiness frequency, peace over payback. This frees, awakens. God through light, not chance, divine tick of clock. Angel trembles, secret loosed. Trusted one shifted destiny's flow, held back till heart fortified. I'm sorry, heaven weeps. Loyalty, purity seen, prayers for wrongdoers noted. Rare soul, goodness believer amid lies. Trusted one, smiles mask darkness, fear of truth's glare. Heaven unmasks, light claims dark. Breathe, not break, but free. Confusion's spell lifts, prayers delayed, unseen after giving. Took peace, trust, words, chance, but destiny fire sealed, untouchable. Angel guarded blessings, saw schemes, innocent masked talks. Wept silent, wait commanded. Moment here. Heart quakes. How? Wounds, jealousy, fear drive. Your light envied, competed, not learned. No one tops chosen. Hand shields curses, twists words to boons, traps to training. Setbacks setups, tests passed gracefully. Angel relieved, whispers. Open heart, message fades if ignored like wind smoke. Listen, trust, breathe, pray. Truth empowers, not enrages. Forgive, learn strength, discernment sharpened. Tears, wakeful wonders, seeds of soul strength. Truth surfaces, locked door swings, underestimators stun at God's move. Betrayer reflects actions divinely, gently exact. No revenge needed, trust suffices. Not alone, guided unseen. Mistakes, positions, edge of revelation, relations end, tones shift, path clearing plan. Betrayer conscience stirs, signs, tone shift, closeness try, eye nervousness. Confirmations, pray clarity hearts see. New souls enter, motive free, rebuild. Angel blessings bears now, lighter spirit, deeper sleep, clearer thoughts, deceit energy broken. Chosen always, illusions lost, false purged for true. Embrace fully, faith ignition or fade. God lies not, wounds, whispers to testimony. Betrayed, but blessed led. Pain thanks for elevation. Days, emotional waves, cleansing, attachments break, chains melt, release heavy lift. Aura residue gone, lighter walk, clearer speak, truth magnet. Betrayer delayed, not destroyed. Protections, last-minute saves, coincidences, urges, intuitions guided. Story shifts, betrayal to blessing, night dawn. Comp survival wonder, smile peace, God never left. Faith hold, pray renewal, restore taken, done. Betrayer awakens, justice balances finger free. Angel, done, truth spoken, safe, protected, seen. Clarity power chapter, hidden revealed, taken returned, delayed accelerates. Trust, safe arms, light eternal. Pray gratitude, shadow truth freeze. Deep breath, fear not. Coincidence not, eyes only, waited permission. Amen. Beloved child of light, the air around you might feel a touch thicker now, like it's holding something precious just for you. That's the presence of heaven drawing near, the way it does when a soul is on the cusp of true freedom. You've journeyed far to reach this point, through valleys that echoed with questions and hills that tested your step. But look, here you are, stronger, wiser, with a heart that's been tempered like fine silver. This revelation wasn't to wound but to wing you, to lift you higher than the hurts could ever pull you down. God has turned every hidden tear into a testament, every shadowed word into a stepping stone. The person who faltered, their path will cross yours in grace, not grudge, and you'll meet it with the quiet power of one who's been held by the divine. Your circle refines, your blessings multiply, your light. Oh, it burns brighter now, a beacon for the lost. Walk forward, my dear, with head high and heart light. The storms have passed. The harvest awaits. Heaven sings over you. Well done, faithful one. Enter into the joy prepared from the beginning. Rest in that. Rise in that. You are loved beyond measure, forever. If these words have stirred the quiet places in your soul, if they've wrapped around your heart like a gentle embrace from the heavens themselves, then pause here with me, beloved one. Let gratitude rise like incense, sweet and unhurried, filling the space between us. You've journeyed through these truths not by chance, but by divine invitation, and now, as the light settles deeper within you, there's a simple way to keep this flame alive, not just for you, but for every weary spirit wandering in the shadows, seeking the same whisper of hope. In this sacred exchange, your heart's response becomes a bridge to more. A simple like, pressed with intention, is like lighting a candle in the vast night sky, a small act that signals to the universe, yes, this truth resonates, let it echo further. It honors the moment we've shared, amplifying the love that's poured out here so it can reach corners you may never see, touching lives that mirror your own quiet longings. And subscribing? Oh, that's the beautiful commitment, the folding of your spirit into a community woven by threads of grace. It's saying, I want more of this light, more of these heavenly confessions that mend what's broken and awaken what's dormant. With each new whisper that arrives in your feed, you'll feel the steady pulse of heaven's rhythm, guiding you through seasons yet to unfold, reminding you that you're never alone in the unfolding. But let's lean even closer, my dear light-bearer, into the deeper gift of super thanks, an offering from your hands to sustain this flow of eternal words. Imagine it as sowing seeds in a garden tended by angels. Your generosity, whether a humble token or up to the full bloom of $100, waters the ground where more messages like this can grow. It's not about the amount, but the intention, the way you're giving mirrors God's own lavish pour-out, turning what you've received into ripples that heal far beyond these lines. A super thanks of $5 might be the spark that lights someone's path through a single dark hour. $20 could fuel a story that lifts 100 hearts from despair. $50 becomes a river of provision, ensuring these truths keep flowing freely to the lost and longing. And $100? That's a torrent of blessing, a bold declaration that says, I see the sacred work here, and I'll stand with it, heart open, hands extended. Whatever flows from you in this moment, know it's multiplied in heaven's economy, returned not as debt, but as abundance, in ways that will surprise and delight your soul. As you choose to like, to subscribe, to super thanks with whatever measure feels right and true, you're not just engaging with words on a screen. You're partnering with the divine, co-creating a tapestry of light where every thread of your response weaves healing into the world. Thank you, from the depths of eternity, for being the vessel that says yes. Your light, amplified, changes everything. Beloved soul, as these words draw to a close, feel the hush of heaven settling over you once more. You've been seen, you've been held, and now you step forward not burdened, but buoyant, carried on wings of grace. May peace be your companion in every breath, joy your constant song, and love your unbreakable shield. Until the next whisper finds you, walk in the glow of this truth. You are cherished beyond stars, chosen beyond time. Rest well, rise strong, and know, God smiles upon you always. Amen.